Welcome, everyone, to Akron, Ohio, and home of the Akron Zips, where the fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup, one that could call back the glory days once seen in the old Rubber Bowl. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Maryland Terrapins taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Terrapins will put toe to leather to crank us up. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Akron's offense will get the first possession of the game. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
They'll put him in play from the 27, first down. To the air, it's Algier. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Good, solid tackle.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job.
Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. And the Zips are marching down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down. It's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
The Zips trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And that option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker. You could tell. Locked in on the quarterback. Chases him down. Gets to him. And not only...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Maryland Terrapins offense will go to work for the first time. And there's no doubt, guys, we will be focused on these 2-star playmakers on the outside.
I'm curious to see how much man coverage we're going to see today. I don't know if either of these defenses is confident enough to go mano-a-mano with these 2 dudes on the field. They're 2 of the best in the nation.
These cornerbacks aren't looking for man-to-man coverage. I can promise you that. They'd be like, give me some help over here. But we're going to see some split screens, and we're going to see who had more catches, who had more yards. We're definitely going to be breaking that down this game.
And the Terrapins will move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, this defense received a lot of well-earned accolades after registering 4 sacks. last week. They've put everybody on notice, and they're doing it again here early, already registering a sack in this one.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Terrapins send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Complete downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Still looking on the move. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own colored jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Akron.
This is a running back who is versatile, and his catching ability really helps this offense out vertically down the field. And you saw it on that play on the wheel route. That wasn't just a screen or a swing. They got him faking going to the flat, turning up the sideline for a touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He'll pull it down and run. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. A 3rd and long coming up here. Back to throw, it's Potts. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He's going to run it. Unleashes one. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Akron holding the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Leaves it with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And after having a nice gain like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. And the Zips will snap it on 1st and 10. Pocket starts to collapse. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Zips. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really will.
Slips one guy, now he's loose. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Terrapins are in the hurry-up. They'll try the run. Got room at the 35. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. 1st and 10 coming up.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Man, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
And the Terrapins are threatening in the red zone.
At the 18. 2nd down coming up.
Looking for a man, it's Potts. Shoots it to the left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Now the play fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's going to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing game.
That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
He finds his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Zips are rolling down the field. To the ground with the back. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Akron. That had touchdown touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the first down. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Can't get him to the ground. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down and still on his feet. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Terrapins! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
Yeah, they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They'll leave it with him. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Algier. Got his man on the right. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. A new set of downs after the completion. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's got it.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Wants to throw on 3rd. Quickly complete. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down, trying to get to it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He makes the grab, and he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Going to try to get it himself. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Zips have pushed it inside the 20. looking to pass inside the red zone. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it
into double coverage, and he picked it off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. A little over 20 seconds to play in the half as they take it on 1st and 10. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip, using the quick game. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Akron.
The Zips will kick it away to start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
First down for the offense.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll give it to him again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Really nice timing on that play. Receiver working against zone coverage on the perimeter. He's able to settle down, fight back to the football, and pick up the first.
The lone back's got it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Right back to the well. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. And the Terrapins moving quickly to the line. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. The Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10.
Good enough for first down.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Makes the grab. It's Clark. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. This offense doing business in the red zone.
For the offense.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Gets it out quickly. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Absolutely perfect. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Zips decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. From the shotgun, the inside give. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Out of the gun to give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to pass. It's Potts. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Motion from the offense. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Snagged in the middle. It's Tuggle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. And the Terrapins have their offense in high gear. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
Gain of 19 on the play. That's a 1st down for the offense.
On the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Get a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The sweet feet buy a little time. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Terrapins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Touchdown, Maryland! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And how about this play by the offense? 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Everything says it's going to be a run. It's going to be a run. Nice job by the offense. A little sleight of hand, throwing the football, getting the touchdown.
And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Quick strike complete.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Algier. He lets it fly. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Throws to the wideout. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Offense set on first down. He's looking to throw it. Skips away from pressure. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Harvin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Picks up 9. And that's a first down for the offense.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deep as the deepest, wide as the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. This is a third and long. Back to throw, it's Potts. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Fair catch, called for and made. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Now the defense will try to rise up on third and short from the 21. The Zips get enough to move the chains.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. Quarterback extends the play. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's taking the shot. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. And the Zips will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Got it behind the line. It's Harvin. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Terrapins will punt it away on fourth down. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the returner goes down. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Dropping back, it's Algier. Trying to make magic with his feet. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He's going to pass. Coming after him. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Makes his connection. Bringing the heat. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Zips. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. First down sack, pushes it back, now it's 2nd down.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. It's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The offense starts with a short field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Algier. Feeling some heat. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in, it's Hernandez. Tackled after picking up the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Give him 6 on the play. They'll mark it at the 9. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. Getting some heat. They got him. The pressure got home, and the defense makes sure this drive comes up empty. A first down for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to throw, it's Potts. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
A lot of things had to happen for this offense to get back in the game, but how about the defense? The defense said, no, sir. We're going to end this one right now. Makes the big play, gets the safety. Not only do they score points, they get the football back, and the clock is on this side. The defense just ended this football.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
Now, I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.